With my delicata this week, I am making a panzanella or a bread salad. I halved and seeded the squash, cut it into half moons, and baked it in the oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes with some salt and some olive oil. I had half a loaf of bread laying around that I cut and tore into bite-sized pieces. And by the time I finished that, the 10 minutes were up. So I duffled the squash around and baked for another 15 minutes. I heated some olive oil and sage in a pan, and then I added the bread chunks in for about 7 minutes until they were crispy. Then I made a dressing with some garlic, 2.5 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I mixed it all together and set aside for later. I took out the squash from the oven and added the squash and the bread into a large bowl. I also added some celery to this bowl and some thyme, some parsley, and some scallions from the box this week. I mixed it all together with some of the dressing that I had set aside already. Then I took the kale from my box this week, roughly chopped it up, tossed it in a bowl, and massaged it gently with some olive oil for a minute before pouring the bread and squash mixture on top. Gave it a taste. It was perfect. And here is the finished product.